Upon clearing out my cupboard the other day, I have stumbled across these chunky, blocky buggers. They are built to rule. Hasbro's little jaunt at Lego type stuff before Creo. And it's pretty short lived. I thought I'd get a video out of these guys after all the sort of Creo hoo-ha that's been going on. Everyone, you know, looking at them going, oh, they're nice, aren't they? And especially after I was watching Mitch Santona's builds, reviews. I really enjoyed watching them, and I thought, well, I can go sort of second best at that with these far more primitive things. So, yeah, I've got a smoke screen in jet fire, but we should be taking a look at this Night Attack Demolishor. Yes, Night Attack. There isn't a figure of this guy properly, so I thought we'll look at this one. This is the vehicle mode with, if I can get him off, without other pieces coming away with him, with little blackout stuck on the back. It's not much for a vehicle mode for him. Get up to him in a minute. This is the vehicle mode as it tells you to do in the instructions. Yes, with his face poking out. But of course, as he's basically Lego, you don't have to follow that. You take all this up, there's a big hole under here, and you can just plonk his head and hide it away in there. No one has to know. The vehicle modes on these, I've got to say, are better than their robot modes. This is a really nice tank in the respect that it has rolling treads. That feels so good. And then these guns move up and down if they don't come off, and you can get blackout in on the act. And because these are Armada ones, of course, you have to have mini-con interaction. Plug him on there, so whisk him round and he fires a missile, which rolls back to me. So that's about it for the vehicle mode. You've got a nice Decepticon symbol on there, and he's decked out in the colours of that mini-con team, which I forget the name of. They were all blue, and repaints of the land military team, those ones. I shall now crack him apart, and I won't transform all the way. I just want to show you what basically goes into these built to rule figures and why they are so different to Creos. So underneath all those bits, you've basically got this block of bits, and this is where the transformation occurs. These are the only bits you don't have to take off and take apart to get him transformed. Beautifully loud ratcheting on this really detailed trans skeleton is what it's called. As you can see, the legs are so close together it's pretty impossible to actually pose them properly to stand up. The arms sort of come out at this wacky angle. But it's Lego, so, you know, just take it off and stick it up here maybe. So he's actually got proper working arms. But for the purposes of this video, I'm going to go with what the stupid instructions tell you to do, which is make a really, really silly looking robot. Tra-la-la. So after a very quick build and sticking all the bits on top of this trans skeleton, you're left with a very silly looking robot that, I don't know how it's standing up, to be honest, with legs like this. Yeah, this is where Creo gets a bit better. It's just so strange looking. You just got the arms, you know, they move that way and that way a bit. There's stuff in the way down here, so yeah. The wrists smooth. Yeah, you've got, yeah, there's articulation in there, but it's just in such a strange place, it just doesn't really work. He's got a sort of, you know, very Demolishory type face, but it's very simply done. His mouth is like nearly a perfect square. There's no teeth in there anyway. This is a very strange beast, and once you've done this, you're left with all these pieces, which obviously can go somewhere because you just made out of Lego. Just stick them somewhere else. And Blackout also has a little robot mode, but his is so simple. I might as well just show you now. Take these bits off. He's got a little transskeleton of his own. Those be his legs, those are his arms. Take this piece, stick it on here. Take this piece, I believe, stick that there. And so even him with only like 5 pieces making him is left with a piece that hasn't got anywhere to go. But very strangely, this little guy has a perfect head sculpt for little Blackout, which you can't see, which is a shame because he looks just like him. And that's the same for Commodore and Liftor on Jetfire and Smokescreen. There's a big blue Mini made out of, let's face it, it's Lego BTR blocks or whatever. This line was so short-lived. Hasbro tried it with G.I. Joe as well. I heard it very well. It went into Energon in one town in the USA. That's it. There were figures cancelled. There were. It's just. I never saw any of these figures anywhere in the time they're meant to be out. I think I got all of these from a pound shop in Margate. That's right, yes, a pound. Each one of these cost me £1, I think. Or 2. I'm seeming to remember it only cost me £1 a set. So you can tell I went back and got 3 of them. These just never appeared anywhere during Armada. I think it might have been 2005 by the time I saw these. They're just so weird. They have lived in my cupboard for a good 6 years and have not counted as part of my Transformers collection, which I probably should have done. So BTR was basically just the first stepping stone, the sort of trial run of what you could now say is Creo. Hasbro ventured into the Lego-y world of block construction with these sets which really don't have many pieces, really are quick to build, and obviously didn't do very well, which is sort of a shame because when you think about it, you know, Lego is like the world's #1 selling toy. Put that with Transformers, it should be the best thing ever. And certainly I thought that when I was about 12 and picked these up. But as soon as I put them together, I realised that Hasbro are good for making action figures, not construction sets. Maybe that's changed with Creo. It looks that way. They do look good. They seem to have gone down the right route with that. But these tried to capture the essence of Transformers a bit more. You don't have to scratch build each mode. There is a core that you just unfold and then put all this other stuff on top of. That's quite a good idea. The execution of said idea is questionable. So there you have Night Attack Demolishor with Blackout. Built to rule. Yeah, built to rule over my bin.